been a while, but we're back. It's been a few months, right?
How you doing?
Good. How about you?
I'm doing really good.
So we have.
Why did we have such a delay? Yeah, we really we're quite busy, I suppose.
Yeah,
Stuff going on.
it's summer now, so we'll be able to record more videos.
Yeah, you think we're gonna get a bunch done?
Yeah, we should get some done.
So
we can see how far into Sonic Youth we can get. Today we're talking about Evol.
Yeah, this is the Sonic Youth's, what do we say, third album? Well, fourth, really, if you count the first being more of a mini album or an EP.
Which is actually...
We'll call this the fourth.
It's actually...
Fourth release. So they've had a lot of singles, but the fourth, like, full release.
It's actually Love Backwards, if you take the word.
Yes, it is.
Love Backwards.
In case anyone didn't know, it is Love, or short for Evolution, or, Evolve, or whatever the case. This is... What do you think of this cover?
Nice cover, isn't it?
Do you know who that is, Silas?
No, I don't know how to do
it says it right here, but
miss.
Her name is Long Leg.
Camera woman.
Camera woman's chiming in, yes.
She's right here.
She was in a Richard Kern film. This is a still from a film, actually. And, Sonic Youth is very much involved in the art scene, avant-garde film, and so it would make sense that they would sort of, wed that sort of, those two interests together.
There's actually a heart on the back just to represent, like, love backwards. It's kind of ironic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it says right here, photo taken by Lee. So, they were going for, like, a sort of, an homage to, like, a family picture, I suppose.
In this record, we have Steve Shelley as the drummer, who will be the drummer for the rest of the discography.
Yes, he joined the band on the tour for Bad Moon Rising, I read. And I guess they quickly went into the studio, and Steve Shelley, right there, was officially part of the group and would be with them till the end of the band.
Yep.
He's full cut in that picture.
Yeah, he's looking quite young and earnest. I like that it says the members, and then it just says guitars, vocals, drums.
Yep. No bass?
Which is fun. Well, there is bass, but I mean, I guess guitars, bass, guitar.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, Mike Watt from the band The Minutemen is on this album. He's on a song that's only on the CD, number one.
Bubblegum. Right,
which is a cover. It's a Kim Fowley cover. It's not on the album, or on the record, I should say. But I think he also plays on In the Kingdom number 19, I believe it was.
Let's talk about some of the songs you remember.
We have the insert. You want to look at the insert real quick?
Yeah, you can take a look at the insert.
The insert, I guess this, you have an early pressing if you have this image here, which was taken out. This is from, do you care about this, Silas?
I'm interested.
It's from 1962 film House of Women, featuring stars Constance Ford sticking out her tongue and Barbara Nichols in the upper right corner. The image is only featured on the initial SST vinyl pressing and vinyl reissues after 2010. It was blacked out for other releases. It must have been copyright infringement of some sort. It's funny to think that whoever caught wind of this, like, how dare you use our still? This is Thurston Moore right here. I've always loved this picture, this image of Thurston Moore. This was used as the Star Power 12-inch single as well. This, and it's, look, we get a lot, they love comics, this is a still from a comic, or a cell from a comic, I guess. I guess this is a horror movie, Children of the Corn.
That was actually the first and maybe only horror movie
that was when
that
was when they're like, yeah, no, this isn't for me.
I was a little kid, and it really upset me.
Let's get into the songs now.
Yes, so all the lyrics are here from 1986.
Some ones I can remember are Shadow of a Doubt. Star Power.
Star power, star power, star power. Over me, she knows how to make words to me.
Or Expressway to Your Skull.
What'd you think of them?
They were pretty good.
Which is did you have a favorite, or?
I like Star Power.
Yeah, I think this album has, like, I think it's growing in a direction that's, I don't want to say it's, we've been saying this, I think, when we've been doing these videos, is they slowly get a little bit more wider appeal. They started out being very sort of niche, they say, that expression, niche?
Yeah.
And so now they're kind of getting more into a place where like a lot of different kinds of people can start to get into them. Although this is certainly, certainly has a noise rock aspect to it. And you notice this, I didn't notice this, is that Express Wager Skull is not listed on the sleeve.
It's
for
the
whatever
last
reason.
track.
Yeah.
It has a locked groove at the end.
Yeah, well, you can tell that because on the label, on SST Records, by the way,
It's infinite.
has the infinity sign there, which you may be able to see.
Which ended up being, that's the symbol that Lee always used, right?
Did you use that?
The infinity symbol.
For what?
Like on the...
Various things?
No, on Daydream, where they each have a symbol.
Yes, true.
Lee always used infinity.
Right. In this case, it really is infinity because they use a lock groove. But Marilyn Moore, I guess, was co-written with Lydia Lunch, for what that's worth, It's actually a short album. It plays pretty quick.
Yeah, how long is it? Like 30
It's like
minutes?
just over 35 minutes, something like that. Green Light is another favorite. Here it says right here, bass, Mike Watt in The Kingdom Number 19. Tom Violence leads off the album. Another favorite song of mine. I love that song. Lee Ronaldo's song is in The Kingdom Number 19 as well. What are the Kim songs on here? Shadow of a Doubt.
Star Power.
Star Power. No, Shadow of a Doubt is not hers.
She sings on Star Power.
She sings on Star Power.
I don't know if she wrote that one.
There's two tracks that use really beautiful use of guitar harmonics where they just sort of actually quite pretty. There's some prettiness to this for the first time.
What do you think about that, Bud?
Yeah, it's getting like the guitar sounds. They start to get for albums like Confusion of Sex or Bad Moon Rising. That's probably the most intense you'll get, and it's probably starting to go back down.
Yeah, they
You
get
don't
intense.
Like harsh as much.
They get intense.
They
yeah.
get intense in different ways, but not quite in the same sort of like tonality that they would use early on.
Yeah.
Where like there's literally a lot of dissonance.
Plus-
They use dissonance later, but it's never quite in the same way that it was on those early albums.
Last few minutes of Express Trader Skull is just guitar sounds.
Yeah, there's a beautiful ambiance to this album. Actually, it like I said, it has a almost prettiness to it, and I guess for SST Records, they were really eager to get out of hardcore, and they were trying to branch out their sound, and this was like a flagship release for them in that way.
Yep.
It was pretty successful critically too. They finally were not being ignored as much, or not ignored, but I think critics, I think initially were kind of harsh with them. It was coming around on this one. This is known as one of their top 5 albums, I would think. What do you think, Camera Woman?
Oh, it's in my top 5.
It's in your top 5.
It is.
I haven't heard this one before.
Until today.
This is
Yeah,
your
just
first listen?
until today.
That's cool.
I don't know where I would rank it. I mean, we'll talk about that, but when I think of an era
technically-
of Sonic Youth, this is like one of the ones where I start to like
Technically,
really
on the day we're
focus
publishing
on.
this, I listened to it yesterday, but still.
right.
On the day of recording, it's the day you listen to it.
Yes, we're recording this on Monday.
Martin Beasy, a producer who would work with a lot of underground bands in the 80s. Is it more? I think this is all basically lyrics on the insert here. Well, there's a bunch of thank yous. Oh my God, you can barely read it. A lot of thank yous, yeah. Any names jumping out at me? Well, we can check it out. Mike Watson, their Swans. Steve Albini's thanked. Byron Coley. Anyway, what else can we say about this album? Ooh, interesting. Let's see. Oh, yes.
Can I take a look?
I'm confused. Dinosaur Jr., or just Dinosaur as they were known.
I couldn't see some names. I don't know any of these people.
Yeah.
Steve Albini, I guess.
Yeah, he's in there. Red Cross. Anyway, McHarvey. Jim Scalvunis, who played with them earlier. Anyway, any other facts? I mean, yeah, kind of more. Yeah, the bubblegum was only on the CD. We mentioned that, right?
Bubblegum, yes.
It's a cover, the only cover of the album.
Cover of what?
Kim Fowley's song.
Kim Fowley, a 60s musician, producer, and bit of a creep.
Yeah, creep. Definitely
Yep.
creep.
Ooh, well, look at that. I'm bending the insert. It's okay.
Uh-oh.
You gotta be careful. This thing's like, what, 40 years old? 38 years old? You gotta be careful with these things. It's fine. All is well. It's gonna stay in there safely.
Yep.
yeah, they were like, this is Sonic Youth. Like now they're becoming like a powerhouse in a way, and they're becoming like one of the most well-known bands in underground rock.
Well, yeah, they stopped like how many years ago was it? 15 years ago now.
2009. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I read that. Go
and
ahead.
then they recently released like 2 years ago or something, or like a different album.
Yeah, out in whatever it was. That was all unreleased
Yeah,
music.
we'll cover that soon.
Well, not that soon.
Yeah, not that soon.
We'll get to it.
Well, yeah.
I read that after they toured for this album, they recorded the Made in USA soundtrack,
Oh, cool.
which was not released until 1995.
I remember when that was
Mhm.
released because I was big into them at that point.
Yeah. What else? I think that kind of covers it. We talked about a lot of these. Like they talk about about the Mike Watt thing. Mike Watt was like basically not involved in music at all for a while because his best friend in the band Minutemen died, and they got him to play on this as a way to sort of get him going again, and it did. It got him going.
Yep.
And he started the band Firehose. 1986. So there it is.
We have to do candles.
Evol. Yeah. You want to go first?
Sure. I'm gonna give it a 6.75.
Whoa, 7.5. Since when are we doing 3/4 or quarters?
You can burn a candle any way you want it.
That's true. You want to stick with that?
That's
A little
my-
low. No,
It's my rating.
fair enough.
Take it or leave it.
I like it. I like your certainty.
Yep.
I'll give this one a 9. 9
Okay,
candles.
pretty
This is
high.
a strong record. But I mean, these are like some of my favorite albums by any band. So.
Okay.
These were pretty formative for me. Although this one, I came to after hearing some of the later records. I got to this a little after, but it fits right in the lineage of all their best albums.
How about you?
Evol is definitely a 9 for me too.
Okay.
You agree on the 9?
I feel like this is where they just started to do that guitar interplay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Nice.
they kind of the way they started that signature cadence of the strum. I think you start seeing
Good call. Very
Yeah.
good point.
on this.
Yeah, maybe this is the beginning of like the defining Sonic Youth style in a sense
Well, it's certainly like
for that
the
time.
parts of it that really got me. I think you just start to see them on this.
Mm-hmm.
I like the harsh ones as well, but there's
Oh, sure.
This is an emergence of a different thing.
All right.
We didn't talk about all the songs, but that's okay. I mean, Shadow of Our Doubt's another great one. Anyway,
What's the next album? What's
Evol.
upcoming?
well, the next one would be technically it's Ciccone Youth. Ciccone Youth is 1988.
Should we stick with the regular albums?
1987. Well, that's technically. I guess it's a side album, I suppose. Yeah, maybe you're right.
It's a side quest, Silas.
Side
Yep.
quest.
Don't procrastinate.
I guess it would be. It's Sister.
Yeah.
Sister's next.
Classic.
Not this. I mean, you're getting into like
Yeah,
the best albums, really. By
Yeah,
this
that
band.
I've heard some songs of that album, like Catholic Block. I like that one.
Great. All right.
That was pretty loud.
Yeah, I watched the light jump up when you.
Oh yeah. Sonic Youth. What episode 4? We'll try to be a little more timely, right? We have more time to do it.
Yeah, we can probably record another one maybe later this week or next week.
It's summertime, baby.
Great. Thanks for watching.